another story time this week. And as you can see, our theme for the week is pets. And so I don't have any pets at my house, but I've had friends with pets and other family members with pets, and I just love to, play with them, play fetch, or, have them run around the house. And so I'm going to start us off with our vocab words before I send you back over to a different place with me again, where I will read you books about pets. And so for our first vocab word is guide dogs. So it's going to show up in these books. So a guide dog is a dog who helps those who aren't able to see. And so in the pictures, you can see the dog is on a special leash, and they help those people who can't see as well as us or can't see at all. And so then they can walk around and, still live just like us. Now, our second vocab word is adopted. And so this is when a person or a family takes in another pet or a person to raise them. And so in our books, there's going to be like pets on that you could adopt. And so like at the Humane Society where I'm going to be at, there's pets that you could adopt and take into your own family. So there's a picture of a cat being adopted, and those two people have adopted 3 dogs. And now our last vocab word is a litter. And that's a group of animals that are born at the same time. So these are a litter of puppies, both these cute ones here, and then also looks like golden Labradors. So I hope that you enjoy it. I'm gonna send you over to the other place for the readings. Hello everyone. As you can see, I am in a different place this week. There's cats all around me. I can even show you. This cat was playing with my backpack. Can you guess what the theme is this week? We have cats all around. Right? It's pets. So I am in the Humane Society, which is in Morris. And so there's lots of cats. They're jumping all around. And so I have a couple of books here for you, if I can reach them. And so our first book is The Kitten and the Night Watchman. You guys hear the cats in the background? There's lots of them here. The Kitten and the Night Watchman by John Sullivan. The night watchman hugs his wife and children and drives to work. Every hour, he makes his rounds alone. He checks the doors. He checks the workshop. He walks past the vehicles in need of repair. He surprises a killer. Stars twinkle. The full moon shines like an old friend. He thinks of his boy and girl, safe and asleep at home. Back again, he asks. There's a cat that says meow. Garbage trucks line up like circus elephants. Excavator bows like a strange giraffe, and a backhoe rises like a giant insect. A jet glows in the night sky, and all is quiet again. The night watchman feeds the kitten from his own dinner and settles back into the chair. The kitten tickles his nose with her whiskers. Each time the night watchman makes another round, the kitten follows. A crane fly looks like a huge mosquito. A giant beetle bumps against the yard light. Peent, peent, peent. A nighthawk calls out. Nightman holds the door open. The kitten isn't there. She is nowhere to be seen. Woof, woof, woof. A dog barks somewhere near. A car races down the street. A rumble clack clack as a freight train passes by. The night watchman sits at his desk. He is too worried to read. He catches a moth. It's soft and gentle. He carries it outside. Where have you been, kitty? The moon travels across the sky. The hour hand circles the clock. The night watchman and the kitten work through the night. Bird songs sprinkle the air. It's time for night watchman to drive home. But this time, he is not alone. Come along, kitty. I know you're a boy and a girl who will give you a name. And at the end, you see they have a new pet kitten. Right? How many of you guys have cats and kittens? Quite a few? Yeah. Cats are nice. They like to purr around and they have soft fur. But you probably know other pets like puppies. So we have a puppy book here. It's by Julie Murray. Puppies. Puppies. A baby dog is called a puppy. Well, the cat came up again. I'm gonna jump around or walk. Yeah. Looks like the cat wants to listen to the story just like you guys. A litter often has 3 to 5 puppies. Puppies cannot see at birth, and they cannot hear either. They eat and sleep. They drink their mother's milk. Puppies want to move. They can walk at 3 weeks old. They love to play. A puppy can be adopted at 8 weeks old. Kayla cuddles her Labrador. She loves her puppy. So, that's a book about puppies, because puppies can be pets too. So, but sometimes pets aren't just for fun. Sometimes they help those in need. And so this book is called Some Kids Are Blind. Blindness. Some kids are blind. Kids who are blind cannot see. Some kids are blind when they are born. Some kids become blind because of a sickness or from getting hurt, or maybe an accident. Kids who are blind use their other senses. They hear their friends talking on the phone, and they can feel things around them. Some kids who are blind read Braille. Braille is raised dots that stand for letters and numbers. Some kids who are blind use Braille note takers to do homework and send emails. Everyday life. Some kids who are blind use giant canes to guide them. Adults who are blind can also use guide dogs. And I bet if you've walked around in public before, you've probably seen a guide dog maybe once or twice. You're not supposed to pet them because they're helping somebody who needs them. Some kids who are blind enjoy listening to audiobooks. Some kids who are blind ride bikes. They like to have fun. And so pets can actually help us too, those in need who need their help. And so like blind people and other people. And so I hope you guys enjoyed me being here at the Humane Society. You see the cat is jumping around over there in the corner. And so if you visit by sometime, maybe your parents will take you. You can see all the other different kinds of cats. There's one in a cage over here next to me too. Got shy. She was saying hi earlier. And so I hope you guys enjoyed the books. Now stay tuned for the activity. It's coming right up next. Hello, I'm back again. And now this time we're going to make crafts. And so here I have a little paper cat that I already made. And so this is going to be like a pet little cat I have. But I'm going to show you also how to make a pet fish. And maybe like you could also do a dog or a cat. Or maybe even a lion or a turtle or any other animal that you want. And so tilt my screen down. As you can see, I have a paper plate. I have scissors. And then you want to be very careful with these. Maybe have your mom or dad do this, or maybe even an older sibling. And so this is how to make a fish. And so I'm going to cut a little triangle out of the side. But it's not a perfect triangle, but it's going to look like one. So now I have two pieces, right? But since it's a fish, I'm going to make a little bit of tail. And so I'm going to take this glue here. I'm going to put it on the very tip of the triangle. And then make sure you shut the glue after you open it, right? And then I'm going to paste it right on this edge. So, and then you got to hold it for a little bit so it sticks, right? Yeah. So I want that dry before I let go. And so while it is drying, you can maybe make sure you have your other supplies. And so I have some paper here that I've already cut out because I made bullet ears. You can use any color you want, but I like the color blue, so that's why I went with that one. I'm gonna add a little bit more glue because mine isn't stained, but it just depends on how much you use. You might need your parents to help you with this one too. The glue is kind of messy. Make sure you either have, I put in markers on the description, so those would work best to color the paper plates. But I also have crayons here. You can also color pencils, and just make sure you have the colors that you want to decorate your little pet. So I think that is going to stay. And now I'm gonna make the eyes. And so I think I'm gonna make my eyes blue. I like the color blue. So we're gonna make a circle right here. So color it. And now I am beginning to have a fish. And sometimes fish have scales. And so I am going to make myself my little fish have some scales. And so you can make them in any shape you want, either like circles or squares, triangles, or even create your own shape. And so I'm going to do circles. So it's going to be like little polka dots. So I'm going to cut out a couple of circles. How many circles do you think I should have? Well, it's going to be a kind of small, maybe like 4 of them. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Make them different shapes if you want. So make a big circle here. And then add one more little circle. Well, this one's going to be a medium-sized circle. Then I'm going to take my circles and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on them again. And then I'm going to glue them, my little scales, to my little fish. There. And so now my fish has a tail and some scales. But I think he should have some color too. So I'm going to make my eye a little bit more blue. But then, do you like orange? I think I like orange. So we're going to add some stripes to our fish. So I'm going to color in a couple of stripes here. And maybe you guys can make waves, or you can make patterns. You can kind of do whatever you wish, because it is your own pet. Make them look exactly how you wish. So. Maybe you don't want your fish to have any scales. You want them to be one solid color, and that's just okay too. So if you also have different colors of paper, you can make different color scales. Let's see, let's find the green. I think I'm gonna add a little bit of waviness. Just over here. Let's color everything in here. So this is my fish so far. I'm gonna add another stripe of green over here. I kind of like this green. It's not quite Christmas tree, but it's like grass. Okay. And now, let's see. I think I'm going to make my tail have some purple. That looks, it's a little bit more purple, I think, right? Yeah. And so I think markers might work best, but you can also use crayons. I think colored pencils might work better than crayons too if you have those. It just kind of depends on whatever you want your pet to look like. So that looks a little bit better there. And now I'm going to add, what color do you guys think I'm missing? Did somebody say pink? I think somebody said pink. And so I'm gonna grab this pink crayon here. And I'm gonna add one more stripe. And then we're gonna call it good. So let's see. There. And so this is my very colorful fish. And like any other pet, you should give your pet a name. And so I think I'm gonna name my fish George. So you guys say hi to George. Yeah, it's kind of cool fish. And so like if you also decide to do like a cat, like I showed you here, you can also make little ears or whiskers like I have here, and you can tape them on. Or like if you have a dog, maybe you want to put a tail on the back, or maybe big fluffy ears. Just kind of depends what it's up to you. And so I think this is the crafts for this week. And so I wish you guys the best of luck in making yours, and stay safe. Make sure your parents help you. So see you guys next week.